And hello, all you folks out there in YouTube land. Lord Crocker Squirrel here with the Opal Dragon.
Yep, and I still got my barrel of teriyaki sauce.
Of course you do. And all of my Streamlabs widgets have gone kind of bye-bye. I don't know what the hell happened to them. Also, special guest, Richard Brumby.
Hello there, how are you doing?
An irregular member of the panel, but always fun to have him around when he is here. Oh, I see what's happening. It's actually just being slow to load. Silver's got about 40,000 hit points left. We need to fix his little red wagon and the green one too. I'm pretty sure we got a little bit of both in here. All right. So, I'm still not used to the new Magic microphone. It's one of the things. All right. Are we missing anything else up here? No, the tip jar seems to have wandered off. I'm wondering why it's not loading.
We'll say this, your microphone does sound a lot clearer now.
Well, it's because the entire microphone's been replaced. I was using my webcam for the longest time. And now I've taken the webcam and put it down behind the monitor because I don't actually need it for the moment. And I've got one of those neat little Blue Yeti jobbies with a really nice looking armature. So it's actually kind of hanging here in front of my face, and I can adjust it as I need to.
I don't know what this sounds like to you, but this is just my laptop's microphone.
You sound fine, and 90% of the time that's fine. I'm not even using a laptop at this point. I've had this big machine over here for a couple of years now, and it's getting about time for that to be replaced, believe it or not. I am not sure why it's doing that. Oh, well, that bit's there and that bit's there. The tip jar apparently isn't going to work today, so screw it, I'll just turn it off. Hopefully the alert box does its job. Because I'd really like to know when people send stuff. So, but yeah, thoughts by Jay Brown. He turns up here. He turns up in the chat every once in a while, and he sent that over here. You have fun, Tindra. A great many times you need all the help I can get with the viewer thing. Now wait a minute. Did somebody check the? Hey Opal, have we still got? We actually have the stream up? Is the stream actually live over there on YouTube?
It seems to be.
I don't know. Everything seems like it's
online.
really friggin' slow over here.
Yeah, no, we still got the stream.
Well, as long as it's not doing anything too wonky, I suppose we're okay. So, Richard, I hear Richard. It looks like your first stop. I hear tell you. You did a convention a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I was at MCM convention about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was 2 weeks.
2 weeks ago,
so, yeah. It was.
That was the
2 weeks ago. And it was a really good event. I know that I only went for one thing in particular, but I really did actually enjoy it. I'll do it again, but I don't think I'd be going for just a day and back again. I think I'll stay overnight.
Yeah, that might be that. Yeah, that depends on where it was too. And if I'm not mistaken, it had to do with this right here.
Yep, that's exactly what it was for. and there was a demonstration of the game that I saw. I got in about 12:30. I arrived just in time for 11:30, but all the seats were taken up, so I had to wait another hour. And as I said, it was a really good demonstration. As they did, the reason why they did not want you recording wasn't because they didn't want anyone to really see, but I think it was more to do with the fact that it was a very old build. There were a few little word errors in it, like spaces where there shouldn't have been. But apart from that, really, from what I saw, the translation looked very solid.
Well, that's good. I know we've actually there's in most localized games there are a few things that bug the shit out of me, but hey, it's all good.
Yeah.
A few things.
I went into I went in and watched it, and as I say, gave a good demonstration. Also, a bit of an introduction for people who hadn't played it before. The guy there was a person called Alan Costa, who I think is quite high up at NIS America. And as I say, he's the one that explained everything, did everything in a very clear and concise manner. We also got a goodie bag where we got a poster and a little Cold Still One Heart book as well,
Ooh.
which is pretty good. And I've got a bit of news that you might be happy about, Squirrel.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Toa, her English voice actor is definitely back.
Outstanding.
I heard her.
Well, if we're being honest, Toa Herschel appeared in a couple of other spots, and the same voice actress is usually involved. So I was kind of hoping she wouldn't abandon poor Toa for Trails of Cold Steel 3.
I know so, but it's always good to know that these things are back. It didn't. It went into a few storyline elements. The whole thing probably lasted about half an hour, and I think there is something going on at E3 where I think they're doing a full-on playable demo at E3.
That would be actually be nice to nice to put hands on.
But I think also they're doing the same thing at AX. You know, their
Anime Expo.
convention.
Yeah, they probably.
Yeah,
I can't imagine why they wouldn't do something like that at Anime Expo.
Yeah, I personally think their release date will probably be announced within this next month.
Well, right now, GameStop, Walmart, and all the other retailers are firmly of the opinion that release date is November the 1st.
Yeah, well, I saw the Amazon Europe, the Amazon UK site, and it said the 27th of September. So, but it's all up in the air at the moment. So let me have a look.
They may have
27th.
If they're going to make an announcement of the 27th of September, then that would make sense. The Amazon UK would have updated. Amazon US, well, that's different.
Of course, it's all just speculation at the moment, because at the end of the day, on these sites, as I've heard them say before, they're only placeholder dates. So you can't really put them as definites, because anything can change.
Well,
but as
see, here's the thing. Yeah. Placeholder dates, you can get a vague idea of when something... the placeholder dates happen at the end of a period that is considered X season. For example, the Christmas games, you usually see an initial release date of like December the 31st. And autumn is whatever the individual retailer thinks the end of autumn is. Apparently it's November the 1st, the end of Brooktober.
Yeah.
A specific date that isn't the end or the very end or the very beginning of a month is probably one that's been announced. And if it's September the 27th, I'm going to squee, and everybody's going to get a chance to have a good hard look at it much earlier than I anticipated. Because I will be there the night before.
The thing is, you're probably going to get it before me, because our release is Friday. It will always be the Friday of that week. That's what I'm trying to say. So you'll have it probably before me.
I may actually.
Yeah.
Let me just check something here.
Apart from that, the whole con itself was massive. You're talking about it took half an hour to get to actually in, and I got there at about just before 11 o'clock. I was in just before half 11, and it took about half an hour to get through, and there were there were hundreds to thousands of people in that queue to get in.
Oh, I'm not surprised. That doesn't surprise me on any level. By the by, September the 27th happens to be a Friday.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. It might be right, but I'm not saying anything because I don't know. But apart from that, there is quite a big amount of gaming that goes on at the MCM Con. For instance, Sony had PlayStation VR demonstrations there, as well as Crash Team Racing on display.
Ooh, Crash! I heard they were doing another edition of Crash Team Racing. Was wondering if that was...
I personally think I'm not really into racing games, but I do think it actually looked quite good.
Well, we're talking about Crash Bandicoot. They're trying to bring the poor bastard back.
Yeah.
Now, I think Sony actually got the rights back for Crash.
I think they did a really good thing. They did that really good thing with that remake last year.
A remake. I
Nice
still haven't had a chance to play that. But then right now I'm more looking into. Right now I'm more staring at Persona Q2 because I actually have figured out a way to record gameplay footage.
Oh, so you've got that, have you? Is it good?
I don't actually have a copy of it, but I have seen a couple of videos and it's looking actually much better than I expected it to.
Yeah. Also, what about? Are you stoked about Persona 5R as well?
Yeah. No, I'm waiting for some sort of an announcement for when the localization comes down, because I'm definitely grabbing that.
It's sometime next year. I'm not sure when, but it's going to be sometime next year.
If they follow the pattern, they released Persona 5 in Japan in like September, and we got it on our side about 6 months later. We got it on our side in April. So, actually, the release date for that was the 1st of April, no less. So I'm guessing it's probably going to be, well, they're releasing for Halloween. So if I had to lay a guess down, probably about a year, a little less than a year from now, is when we'll see it.
Maybe. It really depends on how much they can use of the old localization in the game, because they will try to, unless of course they're doing a complete total relocalization.
Well, they don't necessarily have to do that. I know a lot, unless they've made major changes to the confidant system. Probably not going to be anything massive. Dungeons have been completely redone. They'll have to add Kasumi to the. They'll have to add Kasumi to all of the stuff. And as far as the rest of the social links go, probably nothing. It's not going to be anything major. The confidant, that's going to be, or the counselor link is going to be odd and probably disturbing. But chances are it's going to come after. It's going to come. It probably gets a chance to start the counselor. Probably right near the time Kamoshida poofs.
Yeah. Okay.
Because what I've gotten of the counselor's background is that he turns up as a response to bad behavior on the part of a teacher. And that, I don't know if you have played Persona 5. That just screams Kamoshida to me.
Yeah. Well, I've
very loudly.
I played all the way through Persona 5. That was a long game. You're talking about 100. I'm kind of intimidated by it because it was already 100-hour. You can be in a 100-hour game, and they're adding even more to that.
They're adding more.
Quite a daunting game, that.
Speaking of, here's your other image. We are looking forward to the Leaves 2 campus, and all of the other shit that's going to go on. All I'm going to say, I do have one spoiler that I managed to get out of a Falcom contact, and that was from before it was actually released in Japan. All I'm going to say to that is, poor Millie.
Yeah. Say no more. Say no more. Okay, Squirrel. Okay, Squirrel. Just say no more.
I'm not so much. Rain is absolutely a butt monkey, but I don't think. Well, okay, I won't. Poor, just beyond anything beyond what I've already said, which is poor Milliam.
Also, I know for the fact you like Sarah, don't you?
What?
You like Sarah, don't you?
Oh yeah, Sarah.
Sarah Bell.
Valentine. Yeah, I actually, believe it or not, Sarah's always been one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
We didn't see very much of her early in the series. We didn't see very much of her. And I'm not talking about Cold Steel. I'm talking about the Trail series in total. We didn't see her at all. But I was actually playing Aono Kiseki, and I think I may have spotted Toa coming off the train at the same time as Osborne.
How are you liking that PC version?
That's just hilarious.
I'm just saying
Some of the translation is hilariously bad.
Yeah, I'm just saying, what do you think of it though in comparison to the PSP emulation?
Honestly, they're really not a whole lot different. The translation's a little better. It's not quite as machiney as the PSP edition. But
I've got no update about the Geofront.
I would love to see that actually.
Yeah,
I see Opal talking, but
I don't know what's going on with that. I wish I knew. But...
Well, it would be nice to have.
Yeah. I do think the OWL one is slightly better. It has a bit more editing about it, but there are some pretty bad things in it as well. I think with fan translations though, you've got to be a little bit accepting that they're not going to be exactly a professional standard.
Well, see, here's the thing. If I really felt like it, I could get a complete text dump of the translation that's already been done. It could be rewritten.
Yeah, but it takes a long time to rewrite that.
Well, to be perfectly honest, it really wouldn't take that long. It depends on who you are, really. If you have some knowledge, if you have at least a basic knowledge of the way Japanese grammar works, and a very firm grasp on English writing in English, you could probably whip through it fairly quickly. And by fairly quickly, I mean within a few months, as opposed to having to try and recode it all from scratch, which is what you have to do when you're dealing in any translation directly from an original product.
I think my only issue sometimes with the especially the 0 one, I'm having to correct the translation in my own brain, and that can be frustrating.
Oh yeah, no, actually, believe it, I found it easy.
I'm a very quick reader myself, so I'm pretty much on the ball when it comes to reading things. It doesn't take me long to read things. I'm not blowing my own trumpet or anything. and then I'm a writer. I can dig through what I'm reading and alter it. See, for a localization team that has a rough translation, I could clean it up considerably. Yeah. Anyway, so there was a lot of other things as well, but it's not really related to video games. It's more like you're getting into manga and animes, and I'm not sure if really that's really relevant to this stream.
Yeah, there is that.
Well, okay, so as I say, that's the good news. I can't confirm it, but I think Claire, Claire's, Claire, the one in the railway military police.
Yeah.
I heard a little bit of a voice. I'm fairly certain it's the same one, but I can't be 100% certain.
My thinking is
it was maybe a slightly different. It might be she might be using a slightly different tone of voice. So
it would really depend on what the situation is for her too. Because I know Claire is an incredibly varied character.
Yeah, I think wait out for this next month. E3 might have something, might have some good information, but I think AX is probably the one to watch out for. Yeah, I think E3. I don't think they'll announce a release date E3 because it'll get drowned out by other games.
I beg to differ. E3 because the people that are actually watching for these games, people actually go there. They're looking for specific things. And I think this one is they're going to expect some more. If Nihon Falcom and NISA actually have a presence at E3, then there will probably be some kind of an announcement. It might be difficult to track down initially, but because of course they probably won't broadcast that.
If I'm going to praise NIS America for one thing, I think they've done a good job advertising and marketing the game.
Yeah, well,
because
I know XC doesn't do that very well.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Do you think you've noticed your Twitter feed, haven't you? Coming up with the information and stuff, haven't you?
Actually, I spend as little time on Twitter as possible. That place is fucking cancer.
Yeah, can be a very toxic place.
Can be,
Anyways,
is 99% of the time.
I hate to say this, Squirrel, but as much as we seem to be enjoying all this good news and everything, I do think it's time to go on to the stuff that's not so good.
Yeah, it probably is. You still awake there, Opal?
Yeah, I was just letting you two talk because I was enjoying hearing everything. So
yeah, well,
didn't want to interrupt too much.
Since Richard brought up Twitter, it's time to segue into the other thing that was in the title. Yes, that's right. We got us some nutcases in this town. Really serious. There are some really seriously annoying people, and we're gonna have a little talk about that.
The thing is about these people, they always aim for the area that what they think is going to hurt them the most in the wallet.
Yeah, well, generally speaking, if you cut off somebody's income, it tends to it does actually tend to hurt.
Yeah.
And of course, we have this from YouTube's official blog as soon as it freaking loads. And of course, it's got me rug-ratted into night mode, which means I can't see shit. All right. Seriously? I don't know how.
But the trouble is, Opal. The trouble is with Dreamland is you have to leave it eventually. That's the only shame.
Oh. Shattering my delusions.
All right, fine. You're gonna be like that. I'm gonna do this the other way. You're gonna hate me, and I'm gonna not care. Hopefully, I can do this without creating too many problems. All right. Let's see if it'll let me do the thing. Actually, you know what I should do? Let's do this the other way. I've got YouTube's blog and a Fox News post here I've been hanging on to. So, all you fun happy people. Come on. Nope. We'll remove that toolbar for the moment. So I don't have to add a source this way. Okay. So, our ongoing work to tackle hate. Oh, right. They put up YouTube in response to Vox and Carlos Maza. I'm pretty sure everybody has heard about our favorite Lispy Mexican. Despite the fact that I think he's Hispanic, but I think his ancestry is actually Cubano. Okay, this guy has spent a bunch of time. This guy has been having a back and forth little low-level skirmish with Steven Crowder for a few years now. Crowder has said things that he thought was upsetting, despite the fact that Carlos himself was saying the same goddamn things. Yes, I spent way too much time watching Crowder and gathering evidence this week, and that's why I haven't said anything up until now. I wanted to make sure that I got all of the unhappy stuff looked at and let things settle down a hair bit before I went completely nuts. And then said something that maybe I might regret a bit later on. So yeah, if you're getting your news strictly from me, that's probably not the best move. But hey, it's all good. So yeah, Carlos has been referring to himself, and then is referring to himself by all of these terms. He's based his entire existence around being about being a Latino gay, or a gay Latino, or whatever the hell you want to call it. And he waited until Pride Month to go on a Twitter freak out. and try and hammer Crowder hammer Crowder to a wall. I find this suspect, especially since Vox has been trying to work its way around YouTube. Oh, and please note here on the right side of the screen where they got a bunch of colors. He and his freak out meant that a bunch of people wound up off the outside the YouTube partner program. Steven Crowder's okay. He's got his mug club for like $100 a year normally, and if you're doing the whole free speech, if you use the free speech coupon, you can get it for 70. You know what? I absolutely love trumped up little tin plate dictators. Don't you guys?
Yeah. Well, you know my position. My position is generally like I don't care what you make the rules are, as long as they're applied equally.
Is that even possible in this case? Because if they applied the rules that they're talking about evenly, there wouldn't be a YouTube at all. The only thing that would be on YouTube are cat videos, and then all the dog people would start screaming. So
yeah,
that would be the end of it.
Oh, if I can jump in quickly. I do believe he was Portuguese, I do believe.
Nope. He's either Cubano or Mexican, and I can't figure out which.
Okay.
I'm
sorry. I thought Timpo had mentioned that he was actually from Portuguese. So, but
I think he refers to himself as remove content. Blah 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 blah. Okay. One of the things that they have added to the list of shit you cannot do on YouTube is humiliation. If somebody is humiliated by something you said, then you're done. They will smoke your ass. And I find that incredibly disturbing. Anybody know why?
Well, I'm trying to think besides the obvious. Nope.
The thing is, though, as I was saying, I didn't realize I was muted there. It just, you know what it is. Anyone can.
You're breaking up there, Richard.
Be embarrassed.
You're breaking up a little bit there,
Sorry,
Richard.
I'm just saying. I said anything.
Actually, he sounds clear to me.
I can't. I'm having a hard time hearing him.
Yeah, no, he sounds clear to me.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
I'm gonna check the screen.
Yes, I can hear you now.
Right. Okay. I'm just saying, like, anyone can claim anything's embarrassing to them.
Right. and that's exactly where my problem lies. You say you're humiliated, and that means you can just say boo at YouTube, and automatically those guys are gone.
Yep.
You know, I'm embarrassed that Carlos Maza is considered human. Does that mean I get to take Carlos Maza and Vox out? The answer to that question would be no. By any reasonable accounting, the answer should be no. But even if the answer could potentially have been yes, it would still be no. Because I'm not professed LGBTQ. I don't work for a corporation with enough money to sue Vox into the garbage, which is, in my opinion, where it fucking belongs. But I could call Carlos Maza, let's be Mexican, which is a thing again he's called himself, and he can freak out all over me, and I would be gone very quickly. Oh, here's an interesting thing. This paragraph right here, and especially, ha 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 ha, this, and especially this part right here. As always, context matters. Context. Can somebody want to just explain context to Sargon or Count Dankula?
I gotta say something.
Hit me.
Bullshit. They never, ever go by that. They purely go by who you are.
They literally go by literal meaning of words.
Yeah.
Of course.
Well, no, only when it's applicable. Sorry, I'll stop there.
only when it applies to people that aren't cis straight assholes. Yeah, there you go. Cis straight white assholes. Because we have no oppression points, and therefore we're way down below the progressive stack. That shit gets annoying in a hurry.
Well, I don't see why we should be regarded as I don't understand why we can't have the same equality. It seems.
Well, because we have to be much less so that they can be more, so that they can be equal. We're all equal, but some people are more equal than others.
Well, that's the greatest contradiction of all time.
Yeah, it is. Unfortunately, it's also the biggest saw that's ever been. I want to be I am better than you because I say so, and I have this group of people that is willing to back my ass up. You are an asshole. You're an idiot. You're lower than dirt, and we're just going to keep ratcheting up the rhetoric until you believe it.
Didn't realize we were back at school.
Yep.
Even though that's quite mild in saying that, it's still a put down.
Oh yeah, no. I swear the Twitterverse might as well be a kindergarten playground.
This is why I try to avoid it.
Well, and I don't know why it is my considered opinion, having spent years now watching the cancer that is Twitter, that honestly the overwhelming majority of these people wouldn't even pass the kindergarten registration module. They would fail in large ways. Just a moment, please. I'm going to be. You guys keep hits on the story. I'll be right back.
Oh, I mean, it's just
context.
Well,
I guess that what they just said there, context matters, just winds me up completely, because it's obvious that they're not using context. Because if that was the case, nowhere near as many videos would be getting demonetized. If context actually mattered. There wouldn't be so many videos being demonetized if context mattered.
Well, honestly, I think they put that in there just to try and appease the other side, even if they are not going to follow it, because we know they're not going to follow it, and that's the sad thing.
Well, Jay Brown's just said the right thing there. Kindergarten playgrounds are more civilized. That's exactly right. Kindergartners don't, they don't know any of these concepts that people are arguing about.
Yeah.
They're completely innocent of this kind of thing.
No, precisely. But I don't think we've gotten to this point. I think there was a lot more to this whole thing. And actually, I didn't initially hear it from Crowder, but Crowder did echo it, because I've been trying to watch everybody else around it to get more of an outside perspective, even though they're potential targets. But the one thing both Sargon pointed out, and I do believe I think it was Simple, might watch it be somebody else, pointed out that the staff of Vox just recently went on a strike. They basically did a walkout. The offices are now empty. And
what's the reason?
Yeah, well, the thing is now look, who's one of the head cheerleaders right now for Vox right now?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to Fox.
Yeah, no, that particular guy who started this whole incident, he initially did a video attacking Fox News, saying that Fox News ran the media industry, that every other media outlet kowtowed to Fox, which Crowder clearly debunked. And then what happens right after Carlos gets debunked? Does he do a rebuttal to Crowder's video?
He immediately claims that he's been humiliated.
Yeah. So now he's propped himself as a major victim. Him and his co-workers have gone on strike, and
they're just trying to get more money. They're just trying to get more money out of a place that doesn't have any.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, Vox has been having money problems. They just barely broke even last year.
You know what? I'll admit it. I'll admit something about myself. I can get easily wound up and worked up, but I've never got to the point where I suddenly try and do something like this, because to me this is just cowardly.
Yeah.
It's a coward's act.
Yeah.
That's all I can say about it.
Some people just don't care. Other people just don't mean anything to them.
Well, that's because it's all about them, and long said it should be. They give no shits.
In actual fact, they take vindictive pleasure out of people losing their income and their livelihood.
Well, if you can't stop the guy in the dirt, why not? If you can't stop the guy physically, why not just remove him from society, which is a thing. All right. Somebody doesn't. Memology 101 here. You can't spell orchestrated. But here's apparently the way it all came together. And I'm not sure why that's actually like that. This shouldn't be here.
Who on earth spells orchestrated like that?
I don't know. Somebody that can't spell. Looks like.
Orchestrated.
Yeah, orchestrated, yeah. All right.
It's not even a word. Well, I don't mean to go all spelling police on people, but Jesus.
That one's, that's a little bit, yeah. Scorched Earth! Yeah, Scorched Earth Tactics. The Writers Guild of America East. Vox Media. Yep, that's it. Here's how all this fiasco is orchestrated. Vox Media Union, which is an organization of Vox employees, wanted changes in salary, but that wasn't getting enough attention. It was not going to get attention, not going to get any traction even if it does get attention, and there's a reason why. Because Vox isn't making money. They really aren't. If breaking even is one thing, that means that they're bringing in as much as they're actually spending. So the idea here is you don't get to increase spending. That's some Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez shit there. Okay, you wait till a company's making a healthy profit, then ask for a raise. Seriously, people.
Yeah.
Why YouTube? Well, there's plenty of reasons for YouTube. And YouTube is, of course, Vox's primary source of income, which means you're burning your own ass to the ground on top of everything else. I don't actually have sources for any of the things this guy's saying, but it does actually seem really interesting. It does actually seem like it seems plausible to me. So take that for what it's worth. Grain of salt and all that crap. And if YouTube is your primary source of income, you might want to consider not burning it to the ground so that you still have a job in half an hour. Okay. Carlos Maza went full kamikaze and ranted for a week. A full working week before YouTube finally caved and took Crowder out of the partnership program rather than what Maza actually wanted, which was Crowder completely banned. Hey, Dum Dum! What you gonna do? I don't know what I'm going to do. Hey, Brian, welcome aboard. All right. So we're gonna spend the next little. We're getting our impressions at this point of Carlos Maza and his bullshit. Because it actually wound up in a lot of other people being demonetized or banned. Sinatra Says got hammered. He wound up out of the partner program without warning. He just got an email that says, "Oh, nope, we're not monetizing your channel. You can apply in 30 days to come back on." I think Sargon may actually get his monetization back now that I think about it. I think what they were doing there was removing the monetization because he was covering his own political shenanigans, his own candidacy on his YouTube channel, and there might be some iffy legal grounds on that. Comment for that there, Richard? You would know more than I would. Hello.
Yeah. What was that? Sorry. About.
Sargon
was sorry.
Sargon got kicked out of the partner program and told he could reapply in 30 days. While he was campaigning for MEP, I'm wondering if there was something that might be that could have been problematic under British law because he was using his main channel to do that. To broadcast the stuff that he was doing.
You mean pushing his own political thing for profit, maybe, or something. I do know that he had a second channel called The Thinkery, which was demonetized.
No, I don't think I thought The Thinkery. I don't think The Thinkery was demonetized. It was his main channel, Sargon of Akkad.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't. If I'm being honest with you, I haven't really paid much attention to Sargon of Akkad in the last month. I'm sorry, I haven't really been that up to date on it. I've been kind of just stepping away from it, if I'm being honest. It just became that ridiculously toxic that I thought to myself, I didn't even want to read about it anymore. I apologize if I didn't have much more to say about that.
Well, no, I was actually wondering if you had some insight on maybe whether or not it was a violation of like campaign law or some shit over there in the UK. Christy Winters made a huge thing about it, so
I'm not that well versed in any sort of campaign law, so I would like to say.
I know Fisty Splinter seems to think that she's well versed in it, despite the fact that, if I'm not mistaken, she's actually an American.
The trouble is, like, if I try and make claims about it, then I know for a fact I'm wrong. The thing is, I think some people in the world need to realize they can't always be right about things, and I think that's the biggest problem these days. Everyone has to be right. That I'm saying, these people, they have to be correct. They have to be right. They cannot be wrong. They cannot accept the idea that they're wrong.
Of course not. And Carlos is actually, for last I heard, Carlos is still on Twitter railing about Crowder and all that shit. His Crowder made it very clear that he wasn't actually all that affected by the loss of ad revenue from YouTube.
Well, if he has a Patreon account, then he'll probably, if he's getting regular money off that, then you probably find that he gets more out of that than he ever did out of, Google Sense.
I'm not even sure he's using Patreon. It seems like he's taking in direct memberships from somewhere. Probably Blaze TV.
Yeah, well, if that's the case, then you probably find that he's fine anyway. Might even have partnerships and all that as well with other things. Some partners don't just drop them just because one person's just said is making claims. So Stephen Crowder is a big channel, isn't he?
Several million subscribers, yes. And then he's got his own, remember how Milo actually wound up getting hammered by YouTube a while back too, and he went to, he started doing his podcasts and shit through his website. and you could pick up a monthly or a yearly, whatever the hell, subscription and get all of Milo's content. Crowder's doing something similar to that. Although, if you join the mug club, they'll send you a mug.
Yeah. You want to move on to the games?
I think it might be time to do that. So, yeah, this guy here, Memology 101, you might want to check him out because he's actually got some pictures and shit.
I will say this. I apologize if I was getting at you spelling memology, but just try and remember that orchestrated doesn't require a Q.
Well, memology is missing it. Memology in his name is missing an E, so we're gonna go. We're gonna leave it at that. Actually, there is one more thing here.
Did you say you have Persona 5? Did you say you have Persona 5?
I do have. We have Persona 5 on the list, although we're going to probably do a short bit of. You get a little bit of.
Yeah. I think you wanna get the game that you've just got on. That's fine.
Actually, the one I want to start. The one I really want to start with is Professor whatchamacallit here, Professor Lupo, and his horrible pets, because that is actually a game that arrived here on behest of a developer, or a developer's PR firm just yesterday. So we're going to go ahead and grab that real quick. I think I dropped that other one out. Yeah, I did. Okay.
It's just that we've just done 50 minutes of that, and I think it's time to...
Yeah, it's long past. Yeah, it is. It's long past. Honestly, I actually only just got this one installed in the last... I actually spent quite a bit of time trying to get this installed. Yes, we're going to do this in English because I think most of us speak that. Ring. All right.
I think everyone prefers games than talking about how the world seems to have gone completely off kilter.
Oh wow, that's not what I want.
Would you agree with that? Would you agree with that, Opal?
Yes, I like them as an example.
I think most everybody would agree. I think most everybody would agree with that. That's why I'm not exactly a news channel, you know.
Yeah.
And I have to turn the sound down. So.
Greetings, Earthlings. Greetings, Earthlings. Greetings, Earthlings.
Wow, that guy's.
That sounds...
Greetings, Earthlings.
Shut up. Okay. All right. So, and yes, by the way, all that screen tearing shit you're looking at, it's actually part of the game. All right, let's hit up a new game because I haven't actually played this. I haven't spent any time looking at it because you, as you may or may not have noticed, the same thing
Jay
is
Brown,
true of Hellblade.
That's a very succinct. That's exactly right. What you just said there. Flat earthers and regressives have the same viewpoint. We're right and you're wrong.
Yeah, same thing goes for geocentricists and your average creatard.
As I said, the mere idea of them being wrong cannot be even contemplated.
Oh, of course not. That's just the way it is.
In their mind.
Fully.
But the fun part of it is pretty much everybody is wrong eventually.
Professor Walter Lupo.
And the last thing I do is go around thinking I'm always right all the time because I'm wrong.
Check. They're actually talking to the gang.
Those are common symptoms the first time you go into space. I've invited you here, as you already know, because you're the conquerors and tyrants that have divided up Earth. You're warlords, if I dare say so. And I, Professor Lupo, have come from the ends of the universe to sell you the most lethal and horrendous creatures that I've captured during my travels.
How about this attitude?
Formidable weapons. You're now on the Aurora space station. What you see on your screens is Deck 23, 5 levels below us. Let's start our demonstration with wait a second. Something's missing here. We need human bait for the presentation.
That'll be us.
Intern,
That'll be us then.
Where are you?
This would be the intern.
that was a really
there
good
you
intro.
are. Let's start by showing the vermis.
That was a really good intro to the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Intern, get on the illuminated mark, please.
Click a tile, we go there. Here we go.
Cool.
Now they're gonna release the Kraken!
Whoa.
Now keep still, intern.
Why am I holding still? I don't want
See
to.
it? Vermis don't know how to find their way. They always get close to the intern, but that's it. They're just a big mouth.
I'm not going anywhere near that bloody thing.
But
Yeah.
that's what makes them killing machines. And if you need a little proof,
I'm being instructed. I think I'm actually supposed to. I'm pretty sure this intern is doomed. By the way.
Yeah. Whoa.
you can't deny they're perfect creatures.
Only if you want to kill
Unlike
something.
you human guinea pigs. But something tells me you won't settle for less.
This guy's a mad professor, I think.
Oh yeah. He's a
Stop
nutcase,
grumbling,
is what he
intern.
is, and that's why he's here. The insanity theme for this. The insanity theme for the show. Oh, here's something else. Some other sort of critter. Maybe this one's smarter. This is so it's like this might have been an iOS or Android game
Watch what
version.
happens if we make way for it. Did you see it? Sagatars protect their sensory organs when they take on their shell shape. So when they roll to and fro, they can't see anything. And now, my dear friends, grab your devices and start your first bid.
Ooh.
The price for
Professor, I apologize for the interruption.
what? Can't you see that I'm busy, you damn computer?
Ballistic missiles have been detected at high speeds, headed towards Aurora.
Come again?
The data suggest the possibility. Prepare for impact.
And when will this happen?
Impact in 2 seconds.
What?
Crunch.
Aurora Station has been affected. The biosecurity perimeter has been breached.
What?
Uh-oh.
Intern, get
The
to
monsters
safety
are on the
now.
loose
Go
now.
to the other room. Watch out for the site.
That didn't go very well.
Intern, get to safety now. Go to the other room. Watch out for the site.
Uh-oh, you're screwed.
Yeah, I'm fine. It's okay.
Intern, get to safety now. Go to the other room. Watch out for the site.
Oh, I see. There you go.
Okay, I see what I gotta do now.
Intern, get to safety
Too
now.
slow.
Go to the other room. Watch out for the site.
So, puzzle game. Chapter 1. I never liked this job. Sounds like somebody didn't like his. Sounds like somebody else is not liking his job.
The
as
Aurora
well.
Station has been attacked
This
by
game's got,
unknown
it's got
forces.
an interesting.
The system will be
Feel to it,
responsible for
actually.
calculating
It
the
does,
shortest
actually.
and safest route to the escape pods.
Okay, there we go. Well, this is going to be quite the. This is going to be quite the. What the hell is that? I'm not sure. Or this, or.
Oh, you're gonna have to be quick.
Yeah, it kind of looks that way. Best thing to do is actually get clear the hell over here and block that in.
Yeah.
going to get close. We lock it in, open this door, and that one.
Oh.
Crap.
No.
Just about had it, though. That was actually pretty good. Oh, and these little, it looks like these little, these things here are actually, they're progress points. Checkpoints.
To maintain a positive outlook during the evacuation.
Uh-oh.
Discouragement can increase the likelihood of death by up to 80%. Do not let the fact that discouragement increases the likelihood of death discourage you.
Wow. There's no GLaDOS around here.
I was going to make that reference.
All right. So that's pretty much this game in a nutshell, looks like.
Looks like a good little game, actually. I think.
It does actually look like a really neat little game, and I'll probably go back to it eventually.
Human bait.
Unfortunately, I've just got the text message I need to do. I need to go off now.
Well,
I do apologize, but
not a
it's been
problem.
great
Not a
talking
problem.
to you.
You can come back.
I've accepted you.
What?
What's that? Hey, Opal, I've accepted your friend request on Discord.
Okay.
Glad I was able to show that picture of that Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I said, unfortunately I've got to get going, but as I say, I might come back in the chat a bit later on. Okay?
Oh no, you are absolutely welcome. I know we're gonna. I know we're. At worst, you can come back in an hour into the stream, and you'll be able to catch the footage for the other two games. So
yeah,
we're gonna be here.
Already,
we're probably gonna be here for a while.
Yeah, as I said, I'm actually feeling damn tired myself right now. So I've had, the problem with having to work on a Saturday, it takes it out of you as well. But this time I'm having to pick someone up. I took them there. Now I'm picking them back up again. They haven't stayed as long as I thought they were. But hey, at least I was here for the first hour.
Yeah, it was very nice to talk to you and take time to actually sit down and look at the fun stuff and get some more analysis.
It's sometimes best to have the positive before the negative. But hey, that was a positive that game. I might have a look at that. What's it called again?
This would be Professor Lupo and His Horrible Pets. And if you'll give me 2 seconds here.
What a great name for a guy. Professor Lupo.
Professor Lupo. Game came out a little while ago. Actually, it says planned. That's funny. It says planned release date 2019, and there's no price tag. So, so the game isn't even out on Steam yet. There is, however, a demo that you can play for now, and kind of a thing. Here, let me go ahead.
So it's not even finished yet. That's weird.
Well, it's not ready for release. Apparently, somebody thinks it's not ready for release. Don't ask me. They do things.
Right. Anyway, it's been.
All right. There's a link in the live chat if you want to go download the demo while you're off getting your friend.
Yeah. Anyway, as I say, I'll see you another time, Squirrel. And, it's been a pleasure being on.
Absolutely.
And nice talking to you as well, Opal. See you around.
Yeah.
Bye now.
Yeah. Kicking my ass in politeness. So.
Have a good one. Have a good one, guys. See ya.
All right. Let me grab. Actually, really quick, I'm going to grab the discussions.
I was going to say, you got a link for that? You got a link for that game? because my brain won't let me spell it.
What? Yeah, there's
You
a
got
link in the
to
live
that
chat.
game?
I'll put a link in the
Oh,
live
okay.
chat for it. Okay. Next up, we have an interesting little stunt. It's actually about this woman, our protagonist. All herself is well into the process of a meltdown breakdown for the entirety of the game. You actually see the insanity just dripping off her apparently at some points. Let's go ahead and fire it up. We should be able to launch it with a prereqs. We'll just do that. Okay. It is honestly, Brian. I agree with you. Violence is actually much worse. And nipples are not dangerous things. They're really not. Back to full screen. Oh, it's windowed full screen. Cool. Come on. Oh, cool. They're actually upfront about the whole psychosis thing, and they got experts. Graphics. There we go. We can apply that. We can go ahead and apply that. We will confirm it. So everything else I'm just going to leave alone, as I usually don't need them too much. And controls. I can do this. I don't know if I can do this with one of those controllers or not. Oh well, guess I'll find out eventually. Toggle the run. Yeah, we can toggle run. Herp, derp, vibration off. WSAD, focus, interact with the F key. I prefer it on E, but fuck it, I'm okay with that. Left shift to run, nothing, looks like it's changed too much. Your melee attack and your interact are both on the same key. Well, that would be valid. Let's see. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put this under R, E, and E. There we go. That'll help. That should do it. Changing the targets with Z and C. I suppose that'll work too. Combat difficulty. Auto. Fine. Why would we need a photo mode? Never mind. You're funny.
Well, you laugh, so.
You're funny. My coffee. Opal, did you drink my coffee? You did.
Yep, all the way from Canada, I drank it. My amazing powers. Now, chat, get your beers ready, because I need something to wash the coffee down. Cool.
No, we'll just enamel all their armor white. It'll be great.
Okay, who presented Heineken? Oh, that stuff's gross.
Alright, so let's start a new game. Because believe it or not, I have not actually watched this. I haven't played this game. Yes, that's right. The squirrel was busy rebinding keys because he didn't think to do this ahead of time. Actually, no, that's really not the problem. The problem is is that it took forever to get downloaded.
Yeah. Plus, you're not allowed to think ahead because then you wouldn't be Squirrel. And we'd
Ooh,
have to hunt you down for being a forgery.
Jay, you need to get your ass up here with some of that.
Oh, I thought I tasted something good.
Hello.
She's talking.
Who are you? Doesn't matter. Welcome. You're safe with me. I'll be right here.
No, I
Nice
doubt
and
that.
close so I can speak without alerting the others. Let me tell you about Senua. Now, her story has already come to an end, but now it begins anew.
He's a log.
What's happening? It's breathing. It's breathing. It's breathing. He knows she's getting closer. He can feel her coming closer. She's getting closer. They're watching. They're watching. They're watching.
This is a journey deep into darkness. There'll be no more stories after this one.
What is she
That's
doing?
interesting.
Why is she doing this? They're watching. Why doesn't she turn coming? She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue him. He's already dead. I can feel you coming. Quiet.
Oh, how rude of me. I never told you of the others.
Actually, Paul
You have
Fletcher
me
is
too,
a name I know. Funnily enough,
They've been around ever since the tragedy.
I've heard
That's
that he
not
does
quite
really
true.
good work.
Some are old, some are new, but they've changed.
Aha! I forgot to check the audio. We need the sub because we need at this point the sub. There's so much overlapping stuff going on here. We actually need the frickin' subtitles. How's the audio compared? How's the game audio compared to everything else?
We're quieter than the
I
game
think the
audio.
darkness changed.
Are we?
I've been listening to the game. Yeah, I was listening to the stream because I wanted to hear what was going on.
Let's cut that
Which
in
is
half.
weird listening to it over you, but it wasn't bad. I liked it. You know, at least I could hear it
Just
on
like
there.
it changed her.
I agree. I actually agree with both of your last with your last three comments there, Brian. We're born nude and violence is part of our nature. We are animals.
You see it too?
You promised you came.
Yes. It is real after all. She's finally arrived in the land of mist and fog. The place the Northmen call hell.
Turn back. Go back. Go back. It's not safe. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. It's not safe.
Let me know if it's. Let me know if the game's too quiet after this, Brian.
Look around and you'll see them. The drowned, the sick, the slain. Here they lie, rotting in the fields and rivers of hell. But the dead don't always lie still here.
I will give you one
This is not
thing.
a place
This
of
game is
rest.
really friggin' pretty. This is just gorgeous.
Can you see them? Can you see them? They're going to do that to you. They're watching. Stop. Can you feel them watching? They're watching her. Watching her. You're so close to the darkness. Go back. Can you feel it?
What is she thinking? I can tell you. She's afraid. Wouldn't you be? You'd think she would get used to it by now after so many years. But the darkness, It just builds onto itself, growing stronger, towering over her. You might try and ignore it. Turn away. It's there just out of sight.
So, folks, anybody that
Where
wants their
you're most
very own
vulnerable.
copy of this game, scroll down
It's
to the
like it
description
knows
and click
that
the
just
Humble Monthly
enough
link.
light
You can,
is all you need to see
for
it suffocating.
$12 plus whatever local taxes, if you have any, you can have your very own copy of it today, and you'll get some more. And you'll get some more stuff too,
They can feel you.
like the first part of next month.
You might think she's brave to go on this journey on her own, but it isn't bravery that drives her. Bravery only means something to those afraid of death. Then it was fear, runs far, far deeper.
Now notice that her that her log has changed into a dugout.
Oh, great.
I just spotted it myself, actually. He's apparently been at this for a while.
Yeah.
Ah, camera, you're vile.
What is she looking at? What is she leaving behind? I know what she's thinking. I hear her thoughts. It's not too late to get into the boat and go back. No one will judge her. No one will ever know.
Of course not.
It is a beautiful game.
Oh, she heard us.
There's no going back. You can't do it.
Senua pushes away a world that conspired to cause so much suffering. There's nothing to go back to, and worse to look forward to. Why don't you join us? Maybe you two
I
have
hope
a part
not.
to play in this story.
All right, we now have complete control over. Oh, we now have complete control, and she is actually wearing leggings. Very cruel that we can't move the camera all the way down. It's okay though.
Use your eyes. Use your eyes. Come closer. She can't focus. Why can't she focus? Take a closer look, Senua.
I'm starting to poke our nose in a few places here. Fault that. Very linear. Crucified. Well, after a fashion. I don't think I would crouch right now.
Darkness is coming. Yearns for life. Hungers for it.
Okay, this is already super creepy.
Pack of wolves on a hunt. It's not stopping. Not this time.
Ooh, a town looking thing. Helheim, yeah,
Land
okay.
of mist and fog. The old fool was right. What was it he said? The river of knives across
Okay.
which lies the halls of hell. The place.
Well,
they
I don't know
call
about a dinosaur, but
Helheim.
probably not.
He's lost. He's lost. Where are you?
That's an interesting seam down the back of her neck.
I hear you.
Very small thing that some people will notice.
There's no doubt about it. The source of the darkness is in Helheim. And the goddess Hela holds his soul there. Her dear beloved.
Delion!
Dillion.
Alright, now we are back in control and the autosave happened.
What is she doing? Why is she doing this? Why doesn't she turn back? She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue him.
He's already dead.
Is in Helheim. His soul still lives. She needs to save his soul. She wants her soul to be at peace.
The bridge to Helheim. I forget its name. She forgets too. But she does remember that only the dead may cross it. That part wasn't so easy to forget. The old fool said there was a hidden path up to it. Let's see, shall we?
Gonna have to stay close to the bridge, looks like. The water's... Oh, actually, that's a limit. There's an actual limit there. Interesting. Looks like I might actually have to climb the cliff to get to the top of the bridge. That is very entertaining. Alright, despise username for the $2. Anybody got any good drinkables lately? Got some La Fin du Monde, which is a Quebec beer, almost like champagne, some sake and some beer made with tangerines and some other good stuff. I'd really love a good bottle of scotch about now.
Oh, wow.
Thank you very much for the $2 there, despise username. Just another little clippy into Silver's hit points. Ooh.
Yep.
What is this? That's just... Okay, I'm gonna guess that's just supposed to be a checkpoint. On the off chances I die somewhere in here. Probably going to.
That's the way. You're in danger.
It says I mean,
You don't know where you're going.
of course she doesn't know where she's going. Why would she?
Just drop down. She's going down. What's down there? Where have you gone?
Okay, apparently it's E to drop down.
Why did she do that? She shouldn't have done it. She can't go back now.
Yeah, well,
No,
there's
this
a thing
is
called
it.
Sawtooth thing.
The hidden path.
Ooh. Hidden pathiness. And what is this?
He's going to hurt you.
Ah!
Don't kill me. I'm not one of them. Don't listen. I was just hiding. I find I live longer that way. Don't listen. Never let the bastards catch me again. Never! Wait. Who are you? It's just a memory.
Druth? Is that you?
For my tales of the Northmen, they call me Druth. A liar. An old fool. Druth is my truth.
It's good to
If
see
you
you.
decide you're getting if you decide you're going to
kept
get
your
next
vow.
month's Humble Bundle, you can always send that one here. I'll give it away.
I will tell
I think I'll save the money for something else.
if
your stories again, old friend. I'm listening.
The
Ooh, she
runes
listens.
seal the gates to hell. Focus your inner eye, and you too will see what's hidden in plain sight.
I can see one.
Hold it in your mind's eye. Find one like it to open the gate.
Focus and you'll see. What happens if you focus? It's just that. You'll never find it.
It's actually a rune. An old Nordic rune.
It's just secrets. Look for it. You'll never see it.
Playing a mouse game now. I don't know why I don't know what the mouse game is about yet. I'm not sure how to make it any different.
Where is the secret?
See, I'm busy doing this wrong.
Hidden secrets.
Focus on this space. Focus this space. This is the this is the.
Look for it. You'll never see it. He's not It's just that. You'll never find it.
Do I have to? Am I playing Hunt and Pixel here, Opal? Certainly seems that way. It's almost
No,
like I
no,
have to
I'm
match
behind
it up.
because I'm
almost like
behind because I'm listening to it.
It does. It feels like I'm playing Hunt and Pixel. I have to have exactly the. I have to be in exactly the right spot.
It's just that. Hidden secrets.
It's almost like I'm trying to play a match game, only I'm not sure, without actually being certain of exactly how close the match has to be. Because that looks almost like where I need. You know, I'm actually. You know what the sad part of this? I know what I'm trying to accomplish. I just don't know exactly how it expects me to do that.
Where is the secret?
Yeah, I don't know how to help you on this one.
I don't know how to help me either, but we're actually running. but we're actually running kind of short on time. But I will actually be looking this up, and we'll come back to this game at a later time. Don't actually have a crouch, which is interesting. Evades the spacebar. Because we still, theoretically, we still actually have one more game to do today. We don't actually have to do it. Yes, we do. Well, there's one more.
Well, let's do it.
Yep.
Let's just get it over.
Here we go. And we're on our way. Let's
just do it.
We'll do that. Come on.
Thank you. Dreams come true. Sorry, couldn't resist.
I think I said, but I got another PS4 temporarily on loan. If I can fix it, I get to. But if I can fix it, I get to keep it. But if I can't, then or I get another one, then I have to give it back. Kind of one of them things. And I need to turn. I need to turn the volume. I need to turn the mute off here. All right, let me go ahead and get you guys the. There we go. That should take care of it. You guys should be able to hear this. I crave to people whispering, folks. Yeah, I know, right? I crave to people to talk to me in the back corners. Out of the Discord, actually, there was something fairly recent. Somebody did a jazz cover of the starting theme, and it was actually kind of neat. So here I have to ask the ultimate question: Do we want to start from start a second playthrough, or do we want to go back to the playthrough that I'm actually working on? What do you think, Opal?
I'll go through the one you're working on. I don't know. That gets us into the heart of the game. I mean, if you were starting if the stream was going to be if the whole stream was going to be this, then I'd say start from the beginning. But since you got about half an hour left, I would just go from.
Well, since when? And actually, I know we're usually scheduled for another half hour. I keep wondering when exactly we're going to make that. We never do.
Nope.
At least in the first hour, we'll get to see that psychotic bastard. Does that room mean self? I'm not sure what. Okay. Start the airport shootout. What airport shootout? There's not even an airport in this thing. Maza, yeah. What I really need to do is I need to go and I need to look up. I need to go poke at it and see exactly how that minigame works. Once I see how the minigame works, then it'll be okay. All right. So some folks may not quite know why Persona 5 actually connects. Actually, I could have used any of the Persona games here. They're all really centered around psychology, specifically Jungian psychology, and they've done a lot of in-depth work on that. But Persona 5 actually deals with people directly that have serious psychological problems. You know, kind of like Mr. Maza.
And me. Well, actually, probably most of our audience, because dragons don't really exist, and they all can hear me.
See,
so.
You know, now you're just talking shit, dude. All right. Actually, you know what? I've actually got here. That's actually on a normal playthrough. So this is actually right before we go to school for the first time, which is cool. This gets us out of the prologue, and I'm pretty sure most of you have seen it at least 3 times already. You see, here's the thing. I don't actually have Max Payne 3. I don't have a copy of Max Payne 3, and I'm not sure I'd want one. Uh-oh. Downstairs. We're going to go downstairs. Went to go to bed, and no, I can't. Yeah. Come on. Okay, Mr. Payphone. Don't completely go nuts on me. Oh, I gotta flip I gotta flip the sign to close. Okay, I got it. And he doesn't save guys on his cell phone, so whatever. We should go do that because, well, he's putting up with our ass. So we might as well play nice, right?
Yeah.
As it is, soccer itself has its own issues, but not nearly as bad as some of the other folks. For example, Suguro Kamashita.
Yep.
Who shall be our first victim? Kinda. Mostly.
Oh.
99 bugs. Yongenjaya, which is where we live now. Ayama Itome, that's, and you have to transfer in Shibuya, yeah. Which actually makes it a fair distance. That's going to cost you the better part of it. I don't remember exactly how far it is between those two, but it'll be. Oh, it's a considerable distance. Oh, look, it's an amp. All right, time to dump it again. Boom, boom. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Yeah, no. You're gonna want that later. All right, we'll deal with Igor and the twins. Some other day.
I have to admit, I do like a lot of the style of the Persona games.
Yep, don't want to be late on the first day. We're going to go to school now. Unfortunately, we're going to be late on the first day. Because that's just a thing.
Oh.
Just eat it. Nothing wrong with curry unless you're doing it 3 meals a day, every day, forever.
I love curry.
I have manners. The runes. Oh, that'd be cool. Sure. Got it. That's right. In Persona 4, we had a city boy come out to the country. Now it's the other way around. The country boy's gone into the city. The city in question, if I'm not mistaken, is Tokyo in both cases. The sad part of it is we're actually going to have to find our own way there. Curry for breakfast, parts for lunch. Actually, one of these days I'm going to make it. I've actually got the stuff running around to make curry. Probably going to do that here soon. Riding of the train. Zoop. Train. Oh, they are, in fact. Believe it or not, I also have a BitChute program. I also have BitChute available to me. And I've actually been considering moving that away. Going and wandering off to Twitch and or BitChute. If BitChute had had a way to do streaming, I'd probably just say fuck YouTube, but no, I won't do that.
Yeah.
Actually,
Just a quick note, if I can. I did find another site that will allow you to do streaming, and allow adult content. But I'll talk to you about that later.
Are we talking about DLive or YouPorn?
No, it's
Pornhub.
it starts with a P. So let me find it again. One of the YouTubers I'm subscribed to, Plexstorm.
What?
Plexstorm.
Plexstorm? Never heard of it.
Yeah. What's her name? I can't think of what she's called. Girl Rants pointed me to that site.
Oh, Girl Does Rant?
Yeah.
That's actually not a bad. That wouldn't actually be bad, believe it or not. I've got to go to the. Oh, it's against the line. I'm on the wrong side. Okay. I'll give you a break. I'll give you a break, all right? Start with your arm. We'll start with an arm. Yeah, the Ginzel line goes this way. And we can't go that way. We're actually going to have to go into the... Yeah, on the wrong side again. Shibuya Station is one of those weird places. And this goes up to... Yeah, this goes into Station Square. Got to go into the Takyu building to get to... Well, yeah, and that's the thing, Brian. Demonetized once the channel's demonetized, YouTube should not be allowed to make money on the channel, and yet they do, because they will display ads. And because I got people when I went to voluntarily demonetize my channel, I actually told YouTube not to monetize. And I was getting bitching about every video having fucking having ads.
Yeah.
And my little brain said, "What the hell is this about?"
Oh, I can't tell if there's audio, but there was one channel that YouTube was trying to force them to enable ads, but I think it was because that they were a government-funded charity thingy. I can't remember. Like they were like public programming. They weren't allowed to because they weren't allowed to earn revenue because they got certain funding, and they had a big fight with YouTube about having ads run. Oh, it was so long ago, I can't remember which channel that was.
Yeah, I don't remember either. But then they just, at one point, YouTube just turned my monetization back on.
But did they give you any money?
Huh? No, they just turned it. All they did was turn the AdSense back on. That's all.
No.
Yes, it's rainy.
It just started all of a sudden. This is why I hate the early spring.
Did he take an umbrella?
Did you take an umbrella? Who are you talking?
He didn't.
Don't mind me.
I always found umbrellas a pain in the ass.
One house blend.
The effects of yesterday's subway accident continues on today, as various lines suffer delays and...
There's been a lot of nasty accidents lately.
Yes, there have. Psychotic breakdowns.
You know, I mean the subway accident that the news is talking about.
Actually, TMA, I do have some thoughts on that. It didn't occur to me to actually bring that up, but yeah, I'm actually kind of looking forward to the rebuild of Destroy All Humans. Although if they'd renamed it Destroy All SJWs, I don't think I would have blinked. Yes, that's a joke. Don't get upset. Yeah, the old game Destroy All Humans, from the PlayStation 2 era, they rebuilt it for the PlayStation 4. Yeah, that was an ad that I got a couple of weeks ago. They gave me a Muslim dating website.
Yeah, no, I like slapped at those. Oh.
I found that disturbing.
The people who caused these accidents.
I don't get the Christian ones. I get the Muslim ones.
Yep. I got both. Maybe wonder what the high level traffic was generally considered to be.
I don't know.
Towards those videos.
Actually, believe it or not, I left. I just to see. I got one of my. I went back into the history and grabbed a really old video that had been labeled as not suitable for advertising. Turned the ad block off and watched it. The second I started it up, because I don't even remember which one it was, but the images that I had made for it were of a young lady that was well underdressed. And yeah, I picked up a Muslim dating site on it. It's like, the fuck? Okay, Brian. You do that. I want to know how long you last. Seriously.
Yes. Give us video footage, please.
It wouldn't take video footage, but it would be,
or at least images, screenshots.
See, there are Shujin students all over the place, including this guy. Go to Shujin Academy. Well, we're not going to quite make it there.
Oh, I have to ask. Does anyone out there in the chat, do you still have access to YouTube internal messaging service? Because every now and then, like very rarely, but every now and then I get a pointer to it and I can't find it.
Huh.
I remember they used to have an internal mailing system. I wouldn't say email, but I'll say mailing system. Because back in the day, I used to get messages from Muslims trying
Look
to...
at our boy, standing there absolutely poleaxed to the pretty blonde girl. Ah, yes. Today's asshole.
Sure, thank you.
Kamoshida knows who you are already, and An doesn't look very happy. Honestly, I half expect Vox to wind up having to pack it in after this.
Yeah. I'd like to see them go into bankruptcy. Just go into bankruptcy. Just
Well, they're one of the
Have
bigger
something
ones at
different
this
out there.
point, so that's actually kind of a problem.
Yeah. Well, it's happened before with other
Who
companies.
the hell are you?
Huh? In that car just now, it was Kamoshida.
Okay, guys. I'm gonna go with TM. I'm gonna go. The guys in the chat. I'm not gonna repeat what was just said in the chat, but TMI, dudes. That's all I'm gonna say. TMI.
Who does he think he is? The king of a castle? Don't you agree? It's just a saying. Wait, you don't know Kamoshida? Are you for real? You're from Shujin, right? No other high school's got a uniform like this. Huh. A second year, huh? With the same grade then. Never seen you before, though. Oh. You a transfer student?
The light finally dawns. Ryuji,
Then no wonder
you don't wanna, but that's okay. You'll get it figured out eventually.
This rain ain't too bad. You better hurry up or we'll be late.
Beginning navigation.
Damn it. I want to go home.
Uh-oh. What's all this then? Oh, yes, they did. Well, it's currently 11 billion before they go into the punitive phase. Or 11 million with an M, not a B.
I assume you know of the uproar that the public calls the psychotic breakdown incidents. It was all over the news, and one of the victims included a teacher at your high school.
All right. So, yeah, the Oberlin Bakery lawsuit, they shredded that bakery because they wanted to stop the shoplifters. They turned it into a big, huge thing. And yeah, no. It was determined by the judges they were absolutely right to do so, and it was going to cost the university money. The sad part of it is even if they get the whole 33 million, they're still looking at it being less than half of what a student pays to even go to Oberlin College. One student. Fuck me.
Wow.
That's a lot of goddamn money. One term at Oberlin College is like 60 or 70 grand. It's horrifying.
I've noted on that day. Let me change the question. You transferred to Shujin Academy.
Yes,
An ordinary prep, that's what it should have been.
and it was.
What happened around that time? Tell me everything.
Oh, absolutely, I'll tell you. You're not gonna like it. It's gonna be months before you. It's gonna be months of story time in the meantime before you believe any of it. That's okay. I might actually, you know what the sad part is? I might get a content ID claim for this, or for the For the animated sequences, that happens quite often.
Ouch. Yeah. Well, especially if there's music.
Well,
You
no,
say
it's
the
on
music?
complete audiovisual content.
Oh, okay.
Sega takes the money for it.
Hmm. That's just wrong. You're basically giving them free advertising.
Nope. Essentially, I'm paying about a half a penny per. I'm paying less than half a penny per video for the right to advertise for them, for the right to give them advertising for free. Which should say something.
Where's the school?
Pretty much.
This should be the school. I think. Out of service. Where'd we end up? The sign was for the school, right?
Yes, it was.
Right? You saw it too. Freak me out. Who are you? Student? You a
Nope,
student?
Picard.
Man, your costume's impressive. Is that armor real?
Yes, by the way, when P5R comes out, I'm going to do exactly the same thing I'm going to do with Trails of Cold Steel 3. You're all going to be seeing it for weeks.
Don't just stand there, say something.
Oh, that's something. There we go. Yeah.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, it doesn't. It just seems to be. Well, this is different than what I remember.
Yeah, he's talking about. That's actually the YouTube. That's the current YouTube Messenger. What is this crap?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know.
Yep.
Shit's real.
Well, it's not quite like the mail system that they used to have, but
No, that's long gone. That's been gone
Yeah.
for more than a year.
yeah.
Calm down, man. Time out, man. We gotta run. We gotta run.
Run where? Got it. We're out.
Stop standing around him.
That's gonna go badly.
Back to the game. Game's more important. As he gets his ass kicked.
Of course, Ryuji gets his ass kicked. That's what Ryuji's for. He's
Yep.
he's everybody's favorite butt monkey.
Yep. Are you being prejudiced against blondes?
What? No.
I was teasing you. I was saying, are you being prejudiced against blondes?
No, he's just a butt monkey.
I know. I'm just teasing you.
He's Yosuke with a worse attitude.
One day, I'll strap you down and make you watch a whole bunch of George Carlton, and then
No,
maybe
you
you'll
don't
start
have to
show.
do that. I've seen it all. I just haven't seen it in a while.
Again, as I said, maybe one day you'll start to realize jokes.
You know what, dude? Don't make. You know what? Don't make me get the hose, because I will use that. I will use that hose to wrap you and Kitty down, to tie you and Kitty to a bed naked, and not let you out.
Okay,
and not let you out again till after the moaning stops.
Okay, I'll put the lotion back in the bucket.
Yeah, more or less.
You love me. You know it.
Yeah. Keep dreaming.
Hey, let us out of here. I know there's someone out there.
Discord, in my personal opinion, Brian, Discord is better. If you want to join in the Discord, the link's in the description. That goes for the rest of you.
Yep.
Damn
I'll befriend all of you awesome people.
Some kind of TV set?
By the way, the TV set thing, that's actually a reference to Persona 4, because the place they could use their personas was actually in the TV. They jumped, part of it was them jumping into the TV, and then their personas were actually useful.
Well, as long as they don't run across a girl with long black hair and a white dress, they're good. Especially if you can crawl out of a well.
I don't have anybody with hair. Well, Futama's hair is that long, but she doesn't wear a white dress.
I was making the ring reference. You know,
I'm aware of that. I'm fully aware of that.
Come on, man. Hey.
Couple of hours at least. Ooh. Chains. Chains. Shit ain't funny. Now it begins. I should have done something else. Should have put the auto. I should have turned the autoplay on.
Your charge is unlawful entry. Thus, you will be sentenced to death.
Say what? Say what?
No one's allowed to do as they please in my castle.
Oh look, doesn't that guy look familiar?
Yep.
Try, Brian. Maybe try a different email address. That might help. And that's been going on for months now, dude.
Wow.
I thought it was some petty thief, but to think it'd be you, Sakamoto.
Sakamoto.
Wow.
That's really fucking
Yeah.
weird, Brian.
Yeah. Now I'm out of ideas.
Pay me again? Looks like you have learned your lesson all, huh?
So what's with the yellow eyes? Is he a ghoul?
That's actually that's actually his shadow form, not his real form. The yellow eyes are those that are either are those from the real world that have that either have that have their shadows are out, or in the case of our persona users, while while their personas are in use, they also have that yellow eye thing on them.
Okay, good. Don't have to worry about any symbiotes then.
No. That is, the yellow eyes thing is their way of indicating this guy ain't right.
And you brought a friend this time, because you can't do anything for yourself.
This ain't funny, you asshole.
Oh, by the way, if you want to really pick up a bunch of XP in this game, don't get him a don't trigger his confidant at 7, because you get an insta kill ability that really fucks with your chi. Because if you ambush something, then there's a 90% chance it'll just rip the mask right off the guy, and you'll be screwed.
Not only did you sneak into my castle, you committed the crime of insulting me, the king. The punishment for that is death. It's time for an execution.
No.
Stop it. Stop it. God damn it.
Okay.
Really should have turned on the autoplay for this. I just kept to kind of guess. And you would think that they would be able to just work it. Get in there, find whatever the hell it is, dump it out, and call it an afternoon. Did you give them a phone number? Because if you gave them a phone number, then maybe that would actually be what's getting you identified.
Running away, are we? What a heartless friend you are.
He ain't a friend.
Now you just met him.
Come on, hurry up and go.
What's the matter? Too scared to run away?
Oh.
Scum isn't worth my time. I'll focus on this one's execution.
Oh, great. That's even worse. Now, that's just adding insult to injury there, Brian.
Where'd your energy come early or go? A peasant like you isn't worth beating.
I love in-engine cutscenes.
Killed right now. Don't you dare tell me you don't know who I am. Hold him there. After the pestilence, history time.
This is truly an unjust game. Your chances of winning are almost none. But if my voice is reaching you, there may yet be a possibility open.
Yes, okay, Laverna.
What's the matter? Are you simply going to watch? Are you forsaking me to save yourself? Death awaits if you do nothing. Was your previous decision a mistake then?
Nope. It was not.
Very well. I have heeded your resolve.
Art I. That's enough. What? You heard me.
You desire to be killed that much? Fine.
Oh, glasses are under the table now. It's over. Another animated sequence to get me content ID.
Ooh.
Icky! Now you see the yellow eyes.
Yep. I know.
This is Joker's awakening.
Sorry, I couldn't resist the Ghoul joke. So. Slaughterfest.
All right, catch you later, Brian. Ooh, okay. I can respect that. Jackson Wheat going live with Inspiring Plus. We'll go. I'll have to watch that later.
Yeah.
What the?
I am the rebel soul that resides within you. If you so desire, I shall consider granting you the power to break through this.
Oh, yes, please.
Very well.
Who the hell are you?
I'm your worst nightmare, Kamashita.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. Guards! No guards. Bullshit. Well, lock your ass in.
You'll learn the true strength of my men.
You mean your pyro jacks? Yeah, that's the one.
No. What, do they think he's Ichabod Crane?
What?
I made a headless horseman joke. Ichabod Crane, you know?
Yeah.
One attacked by the headless horseman? Yeah. Because they got pumpkin heads?
Swing your blade. This power of mine is yours. Kill them however you want. Run to your heart's content.
Hey, made level 2.
I leveled up.
I'll see if I can get one. Just
What?
give me a moment, Tom. Tom wants a link to, I guess, that.
Well, put it in the. If you can put it in the Discord, that might be better.
Yeah, I'll put it in there.
What was that just now?
You put it. Go ahead and put it and promote your content in the Discord. That'll be best.
Okay.
You mean this?
Oh, he found it.
It's locked.
I found it. Okay.
Yeah, we got. We're gonna be. I'm gonna be wrapping this out in about 20 minutes anyway. So
You're close.
Yeah.
there's actually a safe room.
Oh, come
up
on.
ahead.
Finish the slaughter first.
Well, there's a safe room about halfway through, so we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. I'm probably gonna save it there.
You effing nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, let's scram. You lead the way.
Goddamn thieves. After them. Don't let them escape.
What was that? All right.
Ooh,
Yeah, nothing
spooky
fun
glowy
down here.
things. Aw, we're losing everybody. No one loves us.
Aw, no. That's okay. I'll give Jackson a hard time for it later.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna watch. I'll actually watch. Tell Jackson I said hi, and then I'll watch the live stream later. Okay, so we definitely do not want to run afoul of those guys.
No.
Yeah, everybody's got a good look at Kamoshida by now anyway. Oh, that's right. I don't have that third eye thing now. I have to get it. I get it later. Let's go this way. He's not okay. Does he look okay? He's in a cage with a gimp mask on. Does he look freaking okay?
Well, depends on what you're into. I don't judge lifestyles.
It's not a question of lifestyle. It's a question of what the hell is that shit? And why does he ask? Why is he screaming for help and nobody's there? When nobody's there actually smacking him around.
A cat. Or is that the wrong answer to ask?
That would be the wrong. Yeah, the cat will freak out if you say that. That's okay. In the playthrough, I'm about a third of the way through. Yeah, the cat is all about the blonde girl we saw a little while ago. So I decided. So when I had the opportunity, I decided it was time to cock block the cat. I gotta turn into a human really, really soon, so that I don't wind up. So she doesn't wind up with somebody else. Nope, I'm taking her.
That's the way to do it.
I don't actually object to it.
Want to know where the exit is? Let me out, and I'll take you there. You don't want to get caught and executed, right? I never. Stinks. If you guys think you can get out on your own, then be my guest.
What do we do? Are you seriously not messing with us?
You don't hurry, they'll catch you.
The cat was in the brain, and I was trying to take something, and I put something in my mouth, and I don't know what it was.
Right. Oh,
Now I've done a whole bunch of circles.
Where's the exit, you monster?
I'll figure it out in a couple minutes.
Don't call me a cat.
Shut up and hurry it up. You want to be locked up again?
Follow me, and stay quiet.
Jeez.
amateur. Stay still. Hey, you. You can fight, right? Let's go. Come.
You got one of those things too?
We will promptly shut them up. Damn shadows. It means they're holding nothing. I'll back you up. So fight.
Calm down. Go down.
I knew you were an amateur. This is how you fight. Zoro, show your might.
Cute.
Strike at. That's the most basic of basics. Remember it well. Come on, let's hurry and get through this. Zoro!
Weak.
Money, 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 money.
Power courses through me. Okay.
Another tool for our mission. Oh!
Whoa!
Blondie. I haven't heard anything from you, Squirrel. Just want to make sure you didn't accidentally mute yourself.
Okay. Now then. No!
Whoa! Come on, man.
What did you say?
Of course. Okay. Interesting enemies.
What was that? Focus! Persona! Time for my persona! Nice one. They can't land a hit.
Well, for those still listening, I don't know why Squirrel's been so quiet.
Yeah, no, you're not getting the silent treatment. It's just been kind of weird. Yeah, the hardware mute was on, and I had not realized it.
Yeah.
I thought I turned it off, but apparently I just turned it. Apparently I'm still at it. We're gonna find the next save point, and then we're gonna bail. We're gonna find a save point somewhere around here and bail, because it's already going a little long, and I have some issues I need to attend to.
Yeah, I'm surprised one of my issues haven't come along to whip her tail across my back.
Well, yeah, I know she's about a half hour late for her normal begging, right?
I know.
Oh, here's the entrance hall.
That's typical kitty cats for you.
This is where we came in, and now we're okay. We're actually okay. So that safe room isn't today. It isn't this time. It's actually the next time we come in here, and that's when Ryuji gets his over there.
Over here.
Ryuji has no sense of direction.
Yo.
Where are we supposed to get out from here? There aren't even any windows.
This is the most basic of basics.
Ventilation shaft.
That's right. As I thought, you're a natural.
Oh, come on. Pull up walls.
All the way
Jeez.
outside.
Explosions, explosions.
Hey, noise! I'm pretty sure they heard you in Scotland!
You should wait on celebrating until you actually get out. Now get going.
But what about you?
There's something that I still have to do. We're going our separate ways. You've got manners. Be careful on your way.
Yeah, this thing's got a hardware mute on it, and I have to actually, I should actually look under to see if it's still muted sometimes.
Especially the frizzy-haired one, if my judgment.
Yes, Morgana, the frizzy-haired one's the one you're looking for.
I'll make a light joke every now and then.
Ha!
And just scale it up.
Let me know when you get to the colossal joke. That'll be good. Well, nah. Where the hell are you? Probably.
I don't know what to think anymore. What was all that anyways? That castle and Kamoshida and that weird cat?
You don't know? You'll find out.
What's with the yelling? Are you students cutting class?
Oh, gods. I hate those.
No. We were
Hand over your bag. You better not be doing any
Huh.
drugs.
Why would you think that? Are you his friend?
Yeah, never met him.
Oh, you seem quite friendly with him though. Anyway, you should go to
The guy's not timid. He's being reasonable.
I'm trying to say, I don't know what's going on.
Shut up, Ryuji. Your mouth gets us into more trouble, I swear.
There was nothing out of the ordinary about it.
Yep.
If you start any more nonsense, I'll contact your school. Is that what you want?
That's going to happen anyway.
Say something.
Don't want to be late.
That's not what I
Minister of Transport announcing his resignation. Things are going as planned. I need you. Reminds me.
It's I. All your job is to sit in that chair and look like an ass, because it's pretty much the only thing you do for the whole game.
Is this for real? I'm sure we came the same way. What's going on here?
If you don't know, I can't help you. Ooh!
We received a call from the police.
Duh. You expected otherwise?
Rare not to see you alone. Where were you roaming around until this time?
A castle?
So you have no intention of giving an honest answer.
What's this about a castle?
Kamoshida?
Look, it's Cumber Dickhead.
You seem so carefree.
Or is that camo detail? Or is that camo Dickhead? I've never actually quite got that one.
No.
It's your fault that.
How dare you speak that way to Mr.
Oh,
There's not much leeway left for you. You know?
He's the one that provoked me.
Do you really want to be expelled? In any case, you'll have to explain yourself. Follow me.
What? This is bullshit.
duh.
Come now. I should have been more considerate too. Let's just say that we were both to blame.
Well, if you say so. Still, you're coming with me. It's undeniable that you're extremely
Well,
late.
duh. That's what happens when you get kidnapped, when you get absconded off to a castle by accident.
Sure that news transfers.
Yeah.
Correct. Have we met somewhere?
Oh, I saw a girl in your car. I take it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, it's lunchtime.
Well, I'll overlook this just for today. I'm sure you've heard from the principal. Cause any trouble and you'll be expelled. Understand?
Yeah.
At any rate,
I've never actually tried the other response. I should do that one of these days.
I'm sure Ms. Kawakami
Yeah.
is tired of waiting.
Just for the fun of it.
Good luck trying to enjoy your new school life.
Oh, guess who's here?
And she's only 30 minutes
Yeah.
early.
Yeah. Instead of the 1 hour early, she usually is. Or
Yeah, I know,
sometimes
right?
1
What's
and
up
a
with
half.
that?
I know.
Turned into an old castle? A talking cat? Are you
The internet wants to know what took you so long to bug me.
with you if you're simply
Yeah, no, not joking there, Miss Prosecutor, ma'am.
have you continue the story. The one who received a calling card from the Phantom Thieves was an Olympic medalist. An alumnus from Shujin Academy. The PE teacher Suguru Kamoshida. It's true that what he did were deplorable crimes from indulging his desire.
Uh-huh.
He confessed to it. But there should have been no connection between the two of you since you had just transferred. Why did you target him?
You will find out. Shush.
Try and recall it once again.
You're gonna know in a minute anyway. Come on, Saya. You know how this works. Yeah. I don't wanna. Okay. And we cannot save now. We should be able to save. By the way, this guy is a dick. I hate him. That's alright. I'm not a big fan of the English teacher either. She's kind of uber bitchy. I forget. Oh, that's right. The faculty office is on the second floor.
So what you're saying is you're not a big fan of English?
No. It's the English teacher. The English teacher, Miss Chiono. She's God. I honestly think that the best thing that anybody can do with her could do for her is to give her a good dicking. Despite the fact that she's from California and has all kinds of really kind of weird attitudes. Got lost.
How could you have been lost for this long? It's almost
Walk.
lunchtime.
Rar.
It's probably true that you're not used to the area yet. But you're still
Okay, I'll give you that one.
Will you pull yourself together? You were given fair warning.
Depends on what you call fair.
More importantly, I heard that you were caught along with
That's a competition?
Don't get involved with him, okay? He's nothing but
Good luck with that. Because I think we're screwed. Or I think we're screwed on it.
Anyway, classes will end after 5th period today because of the
Which gives us about an hour and a half.
Have you introduce yourself when class resumes? Follow me. Follow me.
Problem is, if I'm not mistaken, that leaves them about an hour and a half or 2 hours of actual class for the day.
When you introduce yourself, be serious about it, even if you're lying to the class, okay? Do not say anything unnecessary.
And why shouldn't I? All I have to do is not contradict you.
You think that's him? The one in the rumors?
And rumors are another thing that the Persona series is banked on the entire time it's existed.
Super late on his first day? It really is insane.
He looks normal, though.
But he might slug us if we look him in the eye.
Ooh.
Settle down. Well, I'd like to introduce a transfer student. Today we had him attend from the afternoon on since he wasn't feeling
Yeah.
All right.
Good luck with that.
Please say something to the class.
He seems quiet, but I bet when he loses it, I mean, he was arrested.
Oh
for
wow,
assault,
she ate her
right?
dry cat food. Makes me hungry.
Your seat will be
Over there.
Over there. Sorry, but can the people nearby please share your textbooks with him for today?
He gets a window seat. Those are always the best ones in the classroom. Yes, we know, flashy female student.
Did you catch that? Do those two know each other? Ooh, does that mean he hit on her before transferring?
Oh, God, no.
That means she's cheating on him with Mr.
Uh-oh.
Then again, this is Takamaki.
Oh, you be nice to Takamaki.
The room is totally awful.
Oh, by the way, you're on the same side of the room that you're saying is totally awful?
So make sure you use that time to get to know each other. Well then, let's get class started. Who's on duty today?
Everyone, these
Yeah, okay, Mishima. Mishima's kind of a weird bird.
Ooh.
What's wrong? Are you sure you're okay? Also, it seems like people are already talking about you, but I'm not the one.
Nope. We'll find out about that later, too.
Can't even catch a break. Why do I have to do
Because you're the only one that had an opening.
You should head straight home without stopping by anywhere. Sakura's son sounded pretty angry.
What?
Oh, and about Sakamoto-kun, don't get involved. Speak of the dead. What do you want? I heard the police caught you cutting classes today.
Ooh.
And you haven't dyed your hair back to black either.
Sorry about that.
Ryuji's not going to do that.
Waiting on the rooftop.
I don't want to go to the rooftop. I don't want to go.
See, that's why I don't want to be involved. Understand?
But what happens if I don't want to go to the roof? Because I can't. I don't know if I can save there either.
Why did you allow a student like him to transfer here? He started associating with Sakamoto, a student with a criminal record and the culprit of an assault case. At this rate, it would be pointless how much I contribute to the school.
Please note that Kamoshida is now the victim here.
You are our star. Still, a steady build-up is necessary behind such brilliance as well. Your troubles never seem to end, do they, Principal?
Of course not.
All right, I understand. I'll continue to do my best to answer your expectations of me.
Ah, now I can save.
Oh, good.
And I managed to get it done. I managed to get it done. We're not to 3 o'clock yet, so we're actually doing pretty good. There we go. We're actually gonna do. We're actually gonna try and do the whole run. If you select easy, normal, or hard, you can actually go. But you can move back and forth in between them. I think you can still do
cool.
the same thing if you're at if you're in their like nightmare risky whatever the hell it is mode. I forget exactly what it's called, but it was a super hard version for. Where's the change difficulty thing? Merciless, that's what it's called.
Yeah. That mode I'd never play.
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, the differences are rather significant between each version. But as long as you don't go down into safe mode, you can change your difficulty at any time.
Oh, okay, cool.
So that's always good. All right. Yeah. I think that's going to be about it for this here today, at least. Clicking there over the top of the controller. Alrighty then. So, hope you guys have had some fun. I know we've still got a few people left. But I got to get going. I got some stuff that I got to do, and then after Jackson's finished with the stream, I'm going to watch that through, because inspiring philosophy is actually quite inspiring sometimes. Okay, most of the time.
Depends on how you define inspiring.
Well, honestly, I see where the guy's coming from, and that's at least something. The same thing goes for Reed Westward, also known as the Messianic Manic.
Yeah.
So yeah, Gary Edwards is also really good if you want to get a philosophy lesson. I'm sorry, Tindra. That's okay. You'll get to watch the whole stream, because I don't ever take these down. So unless YouTube takes it down for me, you'll be able to watch it video on demand. Alrighty then. Yeah. So I think that pretty much covers that. Any comments from the peanut gallery?
No, just I enjoyed everything. All the games.
Well, you usually do.
The one I don't think even though it was a beautiful game, I don't think I get that one. But
yeah,
I think people.
I can imagine why you wouldn't, Opal, but at the same time, it's actually not horrible. I'm amused at that.
For those who if you can just figure out how to get past that doorway, though.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm gonna go I'm gonna go look up a YouTube video and see how that mini game works, and then I'm all set.
Yeah, I'm gonna go feed myself, and then I'll get back to Adam RPG.
All right, you have fun with that. Actually, I think I'm gonna do Adam RPG Tuesday.
Okay.
Because that could be fun.
Well, at least I can take over the commentary on that, because I'll played it a whole lot. So.
Well, it's actually very reminiscent of Wasteland and the original Fallout games. Before it went all totally Uber 3D.
Yeah. Well, not that the 3D was bad. I didn't mind the 3D too much. So.
Nah, neither did I. Honestly, Fallout 3 was actually not a bad game. But then again, that's just my opinion. I think I'm allowed to. All right. So between now and the next time we see you, be safe, be sane, if possible,
and let's make games fun again.
All right. Seizure.